Welcome to Wisdom for the Day, a thought-provoking trek through the book of Proverbs, where timeless wisdom awaits. Join us as we unlock the secrets of Proverbs and transform our minds towards embracing true and godly wisdom. Each day, we'll reflect on a different proverb, in order, unraveling its layers of insight and practical application. Get ready to be inspired, challenged, and empowered to live a life of purpose and righteousness. Wisdom for your day starts now. Today is day 164. We're in the 14th chapter of the book of Proverbs, verses 31 and 32. Those who oppress the poor insult their maker, but helping the poor honors him. The wicked are crushed by disaster, but the godly have a refuge when they die. In verse 31, Solomon tells us to help poor people because God made them. When we love poor people, we love God. See Matthew 25:34 through 45 for more examples. In verse 32, evil people have no protection when trouble comes. God will protect good people who trust in him. When they die, they'll go to heaven. See verse 26. Now the first proverb is alarming. And many people in America have forgotten what it means to be poor, and they don't realize that by doing so, they're disrespecting God or their creator. In the play Fiddler on the Roof, a character says, "It's no shame to be poor, but it's no great honor either." The problem is that with all our blessings from God, we often develop a sense of entitlement that disrespects billions of poor people around the world. In verse 32 of Proverbs, it reminds us that wickedness leads to death, but righteousness leads to salvation. So let me ask you, have you ever gone 3 days without food because there was none available? If you have, you've experienced some of the hunger that half the world's population feels. If you haven't, consider fasting for 3 days and then get back to me. Well, that's all for today, but I'll be back tomorrow with more of Solomon's wise teachings. For free Wisdom of the Day merch, head to buymeacoffee.com/renewed mindsets and consider becoming a community member. The executive producer of Wisdom for the Day is Yelena McClellan. The co-producer and spiritual advisor is Kimmy Shirley. Intro music by Weston McCurry. If you like this show, do me a favor and tell someone about it. Share it with them. I'd really appreciate it. Until tomorrow, I'm Rick. I love you. See ya.
Hello. You ever feel defeated as a Christian in the confusing times we live in today? This is where God's Loving Sacrifice podcast comes in. We do Bible studies to help you strengthen your walk with the Lord in today's crazy world. We also encourage you to share the gospel and the love of Christ with this world in need. John 3:16 tells us about God's loving sacrifice, and we use the Word of God to help you find a fresh perspective on issues like forgiveness, love, obedience, mercy, and reconciliation. Join us as we delve into the true essence of faith in God and our call to go into the world and preach the gospel. So listen at www.godslovingsacrifice.com.